This is an RTV6 update, working for you.
Hello, I'm Mark Mullins, and here's what you need to know from the RTV6 newsroom. It doesn't matter how much you think this sketch looks like someone. Don't post it side by side with their photo. That's the message today from investigators working on the case of two murdered Delphi girls. The Carroll County Sheriff's Office says, quote, "You are ruining innocent people's lives." Before posting a side by side, imagine that is your son, brother, or father, end quote. Investigators are seeing an increase in social media posts after a new sketch was released last week of the suspect in the 2017 killings of 13-year-old Abigail Williams and 14-year-old Liberty German. The new sketch is markedly different than the previous one that's been used for 2 years. Investigators say they've gotten thousands of new tips since releasing this latest sketch, but they're also seeing these problematic side-by-sides. So what should you do instead? Well, if you have a tip, the proper way to report it is directly to the authorities. If you do know something about Libby and Abby's killer, a reward in the exchange for valid information stands at more than $200,000. You can either call in your tip or email. Both the email address and phone number are in this story right now on the RTV6 app. Thousands of Indiana homeowners are facing lawsuits from their own community associations, lawsuits over unpaid dues and violations like grass growing out of control. It's an issue Call 6 Investigates has been telling you about all day. Many of the complaints we hear about HOAs include that they pick on certain people and that they just send letters without talking to people face to face. So we asked an HOA board member who says there's a lot of misconceptions that need to be cleared up.
What do you wish people knew about HOAs?
Well, first of all, they need to know that we're all volunteers, where there's no compensation for any of us. We do this on a voluntary basis. We do it because we want to make sure the community retains its value.
By law, you should get at least 2 letters about your violation and some time to fix the problem. Never ignore these letters. Tonight on the news at 11, we'll introduce you to a Carmel homeowner who is out $45,000 after being sued by her HOA.
Well, a stationary front or nearly stationary front has been the boundary between cooler air to the north and very mild air to the south. This will drift into northern Indiana, open the door for all of us to have temperatures in the 70s, but its proximity will also keep the chance for thunderstorms around. The most widespread thunderstorms expected on Thursday. Rainfall 1 to 2 inches expected until we see this weather system finally be pushed out of the state. Temperatures in the northern portion of Indiana today have been in the 50s, while it's been in the low 80s to the south. Isolated thunderstorms overnight. During the day Wednesday, 75-degree scattered thunderstorms. I will mention Wednesday and Thursday, a marginal risk for severe storms. Thursday's thunderstorms more widespread. We cool off and dry out a bit Friday.
Kevin, thank you. And for more weather and stories you need to know, download the RTV6 mobile app. I'm Mark Mullins. Thanks for joining us.